Hi, class. This is Unit 4, and this is for CIS 117. And in this particular assignment, or in this particular section, we were taught how to use multi-queries, meaning how to get data from when there is in different tables, when there's data in different tables. So how to get that information. So for this particular assignment, I am going to keep it very simple and straightforward. What we are looking into more is the sports database. And we are going to be needing data from the session table as well as the therapist table. So for this particular assignment, I'm thinking we could say we need session date, patient number, therapist ID, the first name and the last name. So we need, as you can see, we need some data from this sessions table and then some from the therapist table. So let's get started. So we will do select and let's keep it for star for now. Let's see what happens. And from, so we need two tables here. One of them is sessions and the other one is therapist. Now we need to identify the primary key that matches in both the tables. So as you can see, we have the therapist ID right here in session, and then we have the therapist ID again in therapist. So we will say where session dot therapist ID, which is right here, equals therapist dot therapist ID. Let's run the query and see what it does. Okay, so what it did, it added everything from the sessions table as well as it added everything from the therapist table. So that's a join that it did. Now I would like to see only session number, patient number, the therapist ID, the last name, and the first name. So let's get going. So select session number, patient number, therapist ID. Now it's going to ask me, where do you want the therapist ID? Because it's there in session as well as in therapist. So that's why you see that red squiggly line. So I'm going to say I need it from session.therapist ID. And see, now you can see that the squiggly line is gone. And last name and first name. And execute. So you can see, and now I'm getting data from two different tables with a join command. Thank you.